lacking. What's really happening? Verbal attacking, I'm showing passion. Know what I mean? See, I'm the king like I'm from Akron. I'm going overboard. Somebody call the captain. And when it come to getting checks, I always want the fat ones. I'm so I can sing to a chandelier. My flow a glass of spade and yours a can of candle.
Too many buttons. Not enough. These bugging, the SWAT is coming. Shoulder, no shoulder, shrugging at your nugget. Sticky like acupuncture.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This week's matchup featuring two teams who both came away with wins a week ago and know it should be a good battle today. It's the Vikings going up against the Panthers. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
The throw left side complete to Treadwell. Now the ball comes loose. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. throwing is Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Bridgewater again. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Allen alone to the right. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And out now come the Vikings. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll get 23 yards there, and that leads to a Minnesota 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
3rd down and 12. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
And the Panthers coming out now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
One receiver left. That's Allen. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They come up in an offset eye, and they'll go on the ground. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Shift together here from the D-line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles. I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. 3rd down here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. From the 50, Newton. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll be 1st down Panthers.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Well, maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. And Newton's going to keep it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Allen alone to the right. Now following the interception, here's Newton. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw is Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now out comes Minnesota. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. So we've reached the intermission of what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On second down, here's Newton. Pryor has it complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now it's Newton. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Now Newton, left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the game there. And that leads to a Carolina 1st down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he
can fight it. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Newton. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Newton on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Newton. Steps away. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So 3rd and goal. The defensive, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. T.J. Yeldon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll make it 13-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down Vikings. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet inbounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cody Ealy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
There wasn't a breakdown in protection. Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing. Bridgewater. He's going to... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Newton now to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
1 receiver left. That's Allen. They go play action here on 1st down. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw on second down is Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing on third down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A 1st down carry for Henry. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll give the Vikings a 1st down.
There's no secret to beating a 3-4 when you're trying to run the ball up the middle. You have to control the guy over the nose of the center, and oftentimes he's awfully hard to move. That's why he's there. A big guy, usually north of 300 pounds, with some agility, but somehow you got to figure out how to move him, and most teams will double the nose. Center and a guard trying to move him to one side.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Back to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. Pryor has it complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Newton to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Vikings, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let me in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin. Yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin.